Idly-ho there, neighbors. I hope everyone's well. Hope the universe is treating you well. We're having a bit of cold snap here, and I love the cold, so that makes me happy. I had a flat tire today. That was less happy. I'm just going to say that. Let's see. I don't have a lot to say today. I've been mainly doing some organizational stuff on the book I'm working on. Just, trying to make sure everything's structured and I know where it's ending and the path and so on. Yes, it's not the same as writing, but it makes the writing easier, so that it helps in the long run. And I'm using Scrivener for my notes in this regard. Scrivener is a great program. If you haven't checked it out, it's awesome. It's great for writers to sort of keep track of their different characters and what have you. I have been considering actually taking some of there are sort of excerpt things in the text, which I may actually eventually remove completely in the final draft, but I'm writing them as part of the first draft, talking about the world that these guys exist in. And I'm thinking of actually taking them and putting them out on Wiki somewhere so I can share them out. But that said, it's still a work in progress. I have found that while doing writing, I almost feel guilty stopping to play a game. I'll play Star Realms because it actually doesn't take a lot of time, and it's sort of like a little bit of like solitaire or something like that, where you stop for a few minutes and you play for a while, and then you get back to whatever you're doing. The serious games that require me to pay attention completely to the games, actually, I've been, I almost feel guilty playing them while I'm working on the book, because, when I'm playing them, I keep thinking, well, this is time I could be using towards writing or editing or something, which is both good and bad. I mean, you want to finish the book and you want to go through all the stuff that you have to do to finish the book. On the other end, there is a point where your brain just sort of kind of goes, all right, I've written everything I can today. I'm done. And so you do want to sort of step back and have some fun so you don't get burned out and it doesn't become a chore. So, it's, as with a lot of things, looking for the right balance. Not much else to report. I'm contemplating listing this show as one of my LinkedIn credits, because I've been doing it for a while, and there's something to be said for that. Not that I make any money, but it's kind of like a job, and every little bit helps towards getting a job. So I've contemplated it. I haven't decided yet, but I've been thinking about it. Beyond that, I'm going to take a moment and talk about something that is awesome, because I got a lot of crappy stuff going on right now, and I want to talk about something that's awesome. We fired a probe 10 years ago at a comet that, was moving so fast. And the objects we fired were moving so fast. And we used, banking off the gravity fields of of Mars and Earth and what have you, to just hit the target. We fired this, and it landed softly, so soft that you could, argue that it is a landing. That's kind of amazing. We started as a species thinking of these things as maybe the finger of God, a sign of doom. Certainly not something you could land on. And now, we not only have proved that they're just things that float in space, just like us, but we proved it by landing there with a thing that's going to study it. That's amazing. I don't know why people aren't stopping in the middle of the streets and just telling each other this. I don't know. Anyway, I felt like I needed to sort of marvel at that for a moment. How amazing is that? Why are we not just screaming it from the rafters? I mean, sure, there's some people in the internet that do. But, you know, I mentioned it to people at work, and they were just like, oh, that's it. No, it's amazing. It's awesome. It's the most amazing thing, I've heard in the last few weeks, certainly. It's certainly more interesting than, are we going to have a riot in Ferguson? Oh, God. That just depresses me. It just talks about the depressing nature of humanity. You want to talk about things that are not depressing? Talk about the fact that we can reach out and touch something millions of miles away. Oh, well. That's my ramble for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, share with all the people, and stay out of trouble. More or less. Night.